Welcome, everybody, to Nashville Superspeedway. It is going to be an awesome night here for the next gen full throttle racing automobiles. As you're going to see, that number 2 of Matthew Fitz finish his laps. He's currently sitting in that P17 spot. But we are going to have some action out here. The Superspeedway of Nashville. We know this track, basically a cheese grater on tires. Going to be interesting to see over these 100 laps how these drivers manage equipment, manage the turns, and manage the ever-changing state of this racetrack and traffic. You know, it's just going to be fun as we get into it here at Nashville. Chris, what are you looking for? As I know you said you were running some practice with the boys earlier, running some practice races, everything, so you kind of know what to expect from some of these drivers. What you looking forward to going in here tonight as you see Josh Abbey getting to the wall a little bit on his second lap?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be something that you're going to have to watch out for. A lot of these cars, whenever they're coming out of turn 4, they get really tight and like to drift up into the wall. So it's going to be one of those things where you can pretty much run both, you just have to lift a little bit going into the corner, but, just to get the car to settle down. But once you get that car to settle, you can pretty much full throttle it through the whole corner. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how these boys handle this track. Because like you said, being a cheese grater, being basically a Dover 2.0, it can tear some tires up pretty quick.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of the Wolfpack guys moving themselves through the field right now. Patrick Ginter on the pole, Charles Gurrick third, Robbie Bice fourth, and you got Salter in that Texaco 88 machine sitting in 12th. So it's gonna be an interesting day. You know, it's 100 laps here at Nashville Superspeedway. It's qualifying ending in 30 seconds. Just Casey Collenbach, Ed DeBauer, Stan Mayberry, AJ Green, and Brian Chu, who have not qualified. It looks like Brian Chu is out, maybe on the track on his warm-up lap. Nope, he's finishing his second lap. So there we go. So it looks like he is going to sit 31.04. He might have wrecked on his first lap. That Rowdy Energy number 18 machine does have some damage on the front right, so that looks like that might be why he has a slower lap time on the second lap and didn't set a lap time on his first lap. So unfortunate for Brian Chu, but we know that Candyman has had some adversity that he usually fights his way through, and we'll see how he goes. His qualifying is set. We'll get to your qualifying grid here in just a moment as everybody gets gridded up. See all the drivers getting gridded up here. Gonna go ahead and go through your qualifying grid for the race. As it's gonna be that 38 Mobile 1 machine of Patrick Ginter sitting on pole position here tonight at 24. Adam Alashire gonna be sitting on his outside lane. So that is your pole and outside pole right there, Patrick Ginter, Adam Alashire. As it's gonna be Charles Gurrick, that number 76 machine, lining up in that P3 spot.
Do apologize, my trading paints is currently loading in. I guess it did not do it whenever I joined the race, so sorry, Josh, just letting everybody know.
Okay, no, you're good, you're good. As that 76 811 dig machine, he's going to be running that 811 dig machine. Charles Gurrick going to be lined up P3 with Robbie Bice, and that 28 Havoline Texaco Ford Mustang going to be lined up P4. Then it's going to be Bradley Wilson, the G unit, lining up P5 with Colin Forrester in that P6 position. Ryan Sword, the Sparkle Unicorn number 94, going to be lined up P7 with Logan Rhodes taking his first victory last week, lining up P8 in that number 8 machine. Then it's going to be Brian Hubble lining up P9 with William Brown the 4th, rounding out your top 10 in that P10 position. Me and Jimmy Green going to be lined up P11 with David Salter in that 88 Texaco Havoline Ford Mustang going to be lined up P12. Nathan Nickel going to be lined up P4 in that Busch Light Chevy Camaro. P13, excuse me. Daniel Ship going to be lined up P14 with Austin Rhodes in P12. Or P15. Dang, getting numbers all confused. James Morgan going to be lined up in that P16 spot with Brian Seaborn in P17. Matthew Fitz in P18 with Stoney Benfield 19th. Clayton Kincart 20 with Shane Weldon Sr. in that 21st spot. Dan Gallant going to be lining up in that 22nd position with Joshua Abbey in 23rd. 24th going to go to Brian Chu. 25th, AJ Green. Ed DeBauer going to be lined up 25th. Or 26th, excuse me, with Stan Mayberry in that 27th position, and Casey Collenbach, who's just a little bit ahead of him on pit road. Going to be running out your field tonight in a healthy field of 28 race cars as we're getting ready to go here for Nashville Superspeedway iRacing Pace Car, bringing these beautiful next-gen cars around, Chris. And down the back straightaway, what are you expecting here in a turn one with these drivers as we go into night?
Like I said, it's all gonna be about consistency. This track is one of those tracks that you just have to be consistent on. You have to drive your line. You have to drive, you know, the way that you know how to drive. You can't really rely on what everybody else is doing. If you know a line around this track, you're gonna do pretty good. But you know, like you were saying earlier, it's gonna be one of those tire things. Is gonna be the point.
All right, well, pace car is off. Patrick Ginter, for I want to say his second time this season, going to bring the field to green here at the opening lap as green flag is out. Patrick Ginter, Adam Alishire, and it looks like that 24 machine off to a way better start than that 38. Adam Alishire is going to be a car length ahead maybe as he goes into turn number one. He should be able to clear that 38, and he will. He's going to shut that door on that 38. New leader already into turn number one. Patrick Ginter not even going to be able to lead the race here as he's not even able to lead a lap, excuse me. As whoa, we got trouble out of turn number two. That 76 of Charles Gurick, uncharacteristic from him, and that Ford Mustang call before you dig. 76 machine, very uncharacteristic from him. You don't usually see that 76 get himself into trouble. Charles Gurick early, falling back 8 positions. He's sitting in 11th. As you got David Salter moving through the field already early. No, not moving through the field, excuse me. He did start well. As we're seeing some action here in the back of the field, though, too wide. You see William Brown right here. His outside lane, I want to say that was scrappy, as it is.
Yeah, as it looks like everybody's just kind of getting settled out right now, Josh. Nobody's really trying to fight for position. Everybody's just trying to keep that car straight, trying to figure out the track right now. You know, like I was saying, a lot of these guys don't realize you can pretty much drive anywhere you want to on this track. You don't really want to go to the high line that much because, you know, there are a lot of bumps, I want to say, in turns 3 and 4. So turns 3 and 4 is definitely not fun. But look at this, Josh. Bradley Wilson and Colin Forster moving their way up 3 positions already. Both of them moving up into that second and third spot. So Bradley Wilson coming out here and showing these boys that he still knows how to drive these cars.
Indeed, we know Bradley been having a couple issues, and Robbie Bice, man, one of those guys that, even though he had issues last week, was able to still get a pretty solid, finish out of the race. And as you say that, though, you look at Jimmy Green, he stormed his way up 5 positions currently. Patrick Ginter, man, that 38 machine falling off big time here in 4 laps. I mean, he lost the lead at the start of the race, bad restart. It's gotten him in dirty air, and it looks like that 38 machine not really wanting to work right now with that dirty air around him. I'm pretty sure Patrick will get tuned back up, getting ready to go. Probably need to make some adjustments on that core or just let it get settled in. You know, these cars are open setups, so these drivers really do have varying setups depending on their driving style. So we'll just see maybe that car come alive here in a little bit.
Yeah, we did know that, or last night in the Xfinity race, the full throttle Xfinity race, excuse me, Patrick Ginter was actually in second place, helped push me to a win in that league race. So Patrick, we do know that he knows how to get up there and mix it up with everybody. But like you said, probably just having a little bit of an issue going on in his car. Maybe just, whoa, as you see him, the 27 there, William Brown, leaning down on that quarter panel. So that Team Sparkle Unicorn car making a move through the field right now, up 2 positions.
Yeah, William Brown currently sitting in 8th, a driver that's shown a lot of speed early season, and had some adversity. Been caught up in some of the hot mess that can evolve from some of these wrecks. But overall, been a pretty solid season from him. As you go to that 19 of Brian Hubble, currently sitting in that 12th spot. As you see that 43 machine of James Morgan, another one of those drivers that's just had a very unsuccessful season to this point. Very successful in qualifying and early runs, but James seems to be late run. Just find the wrong place at the track at the wrong time, just get caught up in wrecks, clear a wreck, then get caught up in it again. It's just unfortunate for that 43 machine. Just, kind of the same as, a lot of these guys in the field probably feel right now. Got the speed, just can't really get past all the early mess. And unfortunately for James, that's been one of those things that's biting him in the rear end. But I think we'll see some speed come from that 43 machine soon.
Yeah, as you see the 51 of Bradley Wilson all over the back bumper of that 24 of Adam Alishire. Bradley Wilson, like we were saying, he's had the stuff happen to him, but they don't call him the G unit for no reason. He is always up here in the front, making those G's. I don't know what I'm saying, excuse me. But, Bradley Wilson moving his way up 3 positions right now, sitting in that second spot, battling it out with that 24. So we'll see how long it takes that 51 to decide to go ahead and make that move on that 24.
I just want to replace you.
I know. I was trying to say he was making, G's like $1,000, but you know what? I'm just going to shut up.
You probably should. As Adam Alashire going to be out in the lead still, but Bradley Wilson, man, that Dodge Charger really tracking down that 51 machine. He's wanting to get up there and get that lead. We know Bradley was very confident coming into the season, picked up, what, the first 2 to 3 wins of the season? Yeah, 3 wins, so very confident, driver in that 51 machine. I want to say he just got his driver's license in real life, so.
Yeah, as we're going back here with Robbie Bice, actually falling back in position. Look at that, Jimmy Green making a really big tear through this field. So Mean Jimmy Green moving his way up into that 4th spot, up from his 11th spot originally. So Jimmy Green working his way up, but going up here on the front, looks like Bradley Wilson's making a move on that 24. Colin Forrester, or excuse me, Adam Alashire. And it looks like he's going to make that pass. You're going to, whoa, as the 24 gets loose.
Big trouble for the 24 of Adam Alashire into the inside wall. Are stranded. They should throw the caution. Nope, he's just going to go right back to pit road. Adam Alashire probably going to end his night after that.
Oh, that is unfortunate for that 24 of Adam Alashire. I do know that one of the things with these cars is when the back end gets out from under them and it grips up,
there's no saving it.
There's no saving it. Once that back end grips back up, the front ends are like, you got the wheel turned to the right trying to correct it, but when that back end grips, the wheel's right, so the car just wants to go right.
I'll say one thing about these next gen cars. I'm hearing a wreck in turn 2 as well. Is it Matthew Fitz? He just dropped a couple.
Yes, it looks like Matthew Fitz falling back to the back
Nathan
of the pack.
Nickel and James Morgan maybe too. Oh, yeah. Wrecking on the front straightaway.
David Salter down in the grass. It looks like Patrick Ginter.
Dan Gallant as well. Wrecking into one as well. They're wrecking everywhere.
I'm trying to find everything. It looks like everybody's got it figured out. Yellow flag is out. Go ahead and actually, we'll just have to rewind it and see what happened there, because there was a lot of stuff going on that was not really sure what was happening. So we'll just go from this point of view and see what we can find here, because we did say Nathan Nickel. Whoa, yeah, you see the 43 there. 43 of James Morgan. Looks like this might be where it started. You see Nathan Nickel going to that bottom lane. Looks like that 43 might have, I don't know, that looked like a lot of net code there from that point of view.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, that was net code. And you see the 4 getting slowed down there. That's going to stack everybody up behind him. You see Robbie Bice getting tagged there.
That was Salter.
Excuse me, Salter getting tagged there. You see the 4 Nathan Nickel diving down. And a lot of checking up, a lot of sliding, a lot of stuff going on here. Too much stuff to actually keep up with. It looks like
it looks like maybe Dan Gallant and Patrick Ginter also. Yeah, Dan Gallant was the car that James Morgan hit after the caution was about to come out. Or right as the caution was about to come out, you saw him on the front stretch getting into him going into turn 1. Yeah, so it looks like Patrick Ginter was involved as well. Or that, let's see, did the 38 come down pit road to make adjustments, or is he on damage repair right now?
See Dan Gallant going into the corner here. Let's see, he's already got damage on that right side of his car.
Yeah, you got to go back. It was before the caution came out.
Excuse me, I thought this was... Excuse me.
It's right here.
Yeah, you see Dan Gallant. Oh, you see Nathan Nickel getting really checked up there. You see him get down into the 88 of David Salter. Oh, Dan Gallant just caught the corner of the 43, and that's what sent that around. All right, so it looks like a lot of net code going on here. It didn't really look like a lot of contact as far as like the cars hitting each other. Like I said, it just looked like there was a lot of net code that just happened there. Hey, we got Dan Gallant in the chat. Hey, yo, let's go. I want to say that you said that before the race. If you did, I apologize. And I also see in the YouTube chat, Elliot Barenberg, excuse me if I said that wrong. He said Bradley Wilson just driving away from everyone else as always. Yeah, it looks like Bradley Wilson always gets out there in the front and just looks really comfortable out there.
Hey, Chris, Dan Gallant's on pit road right now, so I'm pretty sure he said that before the race.
I'm pretty sure he said that before the race as well. So our friendly Canadian out of the race here at lap, I want to say that was lap 13. Yeah, lap 13. All right, and also see in the Facebook chat, Josh Carver saying, "Let's go, boys! I'll be back next week and ready to make a charge." So good to see that Rev Motorsports is going to get a driver back, and Josh Carver going to be back. No, he's had a lot of issues with his computer, so it's good to have Carver getting back up here in the mix with everybody in that Ford Mustang Goodwrench car.
Yeah, the controversial Dale Earnhardt skin.
All right, I'm also getting word from YouTube. Dan Gallant said I did, so I'm assuming he said that before the race, or that's what he was doing. He was telling me that he did say that before the race, but he said optional repairs. So hey, it's good to know Dan Gallant's still going to get back out on the track. He's been sitting in the pits for 3 minutes and almost 30 seconds now, but hey, at least he says he's getting optional repairs. That means he should be coming back out. Unfortunate for that 89. We do know he's one of those drivers that we always say gets caught up in the mess. Pace car is out here at lap 17 going to 18. Bradley Wilson's going to be leading the field. He gets off to a good jump. Jimmy Green's going to get off to a good jump behind him as well. See that 9 of Colin Forster also on that outside lane. So let's see if that 9's going to get up here and start mixing it up with that 51, or Jimmy Green's going to be able to take that inside lane and take over that second position. Oh, as you see that 9 door drafting. Woo! All right, looks like the 9 of Colin Forster going to go ahead and get around. You're going to see that 23, though, taking that inside lane. You see back behind them, Charles Garrett, Ryan Sword, Robbie Bice, William Brown, all fighting for position back here. Whoa, as it looks like William Brown started to get a little loose back there. It looks like he's going to gather back up. Yeah, you saw Robbie Bice
got to the outside wall a little bit.
Yeah, you saw Robbie Bice having to check up a little bit. That might have been what happened with William Brown. He might have saw that coming. Just tried to get out of the way, but we're going to go back up here in front. As you see, Colin Forster and Jimmy Green still battling it out for that second place position. Looks like Casey Collenbach has wrecked.
Unfortunate for that 84 machine.
Yeah, caution is out. Whoa! Whoa, that 43 of James Morgan just had the brown factor from life. Whoa, he saw his life flash before his eyes. That 48 getting spun, or excuse me, that 84 getting spun around. We'll actually go back and see what happened with that 84 Casey Collenbach. Getting into corner number 1. Looks like he might have just sent it in too hard. Gets up into the wall. Oh, and just bounces off. Yeah, as you see him getting her turned around here. Whoa, and there comes the 43, but he's going to be able to make it through. So, whoo! Like I said, that 43 of James Morgan probably screaming at his headset right now. All right, it looks like we've got our first takers down pit lane. Looks like Bradley Wilson, Colin Forster are going to go ahead and pull it down here at lap 20 of 100. So a little bit of a strategy. It looks like A.J. Green, Clayton Kincart, Robbie Bice, Josh Abbey, Josh Morgan, Casey Collenbach all down pit lane as well.
Chris, I just got to say, man, there were some choice words over the driver radio, but it was funny because Salter was trying to be the voice of reason, so, you know.
Oh, that's like we were just actually.
He was going, hey. I was like, oh, come on. Like, Salter wouldn't be throwing, the whole kitchen sink at him right now. I love that man.
Yeah, so at lap 21 of 100, had a little bit of incident there with Casey Collenbeck. You saw him just get into turn number 1 a little hard, and then James Morgan having a little bit of a uh-oh factor there in front of him.
Yeah,
But
that was scary.
yeah, but it looks like everybody got around okay. No harm, no foul, even though, you know, if you're, you know, the outside looking in, you're like, whoa, that was bad. But, you know, hey, everybody got around. Everything's good. So just take it for what it is. But look at this. Ryan Sword, that Team Sparkle Unicorn 94, moving his way up into that 3rd position. So good to see Ryan Sword up here in the 3rd position. Look at that. Right behind him, William Brown. So you got a Team Sparkle Unicorn party starting to happen up here in the front. See, Charles Gurrick moved himself up into that 2nd position. Jimmy Green going to take over the lead here at lap 22 of 100. It's good to see everybody out here tonight. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody that's on YouTube and Facebook for coming out and checking out the stream. Make sure to like and follow so you don't miss any of the Full Throttle action. As we're always here every Sunday night, 8:05 when the stream goes live, 8:10 qualifying start. So everybody make sure to like and follow so that way you don't miss any of this. We're here at, I want to say this is the 8th race of this season, and it's already turned out to be one crazy season as we're getting into it. As I'm getting word, it sounded like we had a little bit of a retaliation going on there from that 43 and that 84. Casey Collenbeck, I want to say the 43 bumped the 84, so if that was the case, woo, got some tempers heating up on the track. As the pace lights are out, looks like we're going to get ready to go here at lap 24 100.
Well, you know, you got Harvick and Elliott in real life. Now we got Collenbeck and Morgan. This is going to be that sounds like a freaking insurance company, man.
Collenbeck and Morgan.
But, you know, hey, we've got what we got, man. And these boys taking it passionately tonight. And you see. Oh, I heard Robbie Bice just say my name over the radio, but he was talking to Josh Abbey, and it made my heart drop. Say Abbey, like 5 seconds later. I was like, wait, why is he talking to me? Am I like somehow talking over driver chat?
Did you get in trouble? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you know, that's what I was thinking. Did I just get in trouble? As coming back to the green flag here, it's gonna be Jimmy Green, bringing the boys back to the green flag.
Jimmy Green getting off to a good jump though. Look at that, Ryan Sword not letting that 76 Charles Gurrick get away from him. Look at that, William Brown also tucking up to that back bumper of Charles Gurrick. So let's see if we might have a battle for 2nd place here before too long.
We are. We're getting a battle for 3rd here because that 27 is going to hang that outside lane here. 94, never mind, going to file back in line. That is his teammate. But here comes the 8 of Logan Rhodes, man.
Look at Scrappy moving to the inside.
I was going to say, you know, Scrappy picked up that win, Chris, and I think it's boosted the confidence in that 8 camp. He's realized, man, this might be a little bit easier than I thought. Scrappy's on the roll right here tonight.
Yeah, as it looks like that 19 of Ryan Hubel going to tuck up to that back bumper of that 94, but you're going to see him back off there. Looks like Scrappy might not have had enough run into that corner, but look at that, getting a good run out of the bottom lane.
Yeah, got a good run on that inside lane, and that 19 root beer, it has no front end. It's a solid root beer front end. So the A&W machine behind that 8 of Logan Rhodes. As that 94 of Ryan Sword doing a good job of that outside lane. As I say that, the 8 had a moment. We're still rolling.
Yeah, we're going up front. Looks like that 76 of Charles Gurrick and that 811 Dig 76 is going to move his way up into the lead at least for turn number 1. Looks like 23 is going to go ahead and tuck into that 2nd place. So that 76 of Charles Gurrick and that 811 Dig machine going to move his way up into that first position. So new leader here at lap 26.
Yeah, they're battling hard up here for the lead. As you see that 23 trying to come back. As you see that 94 of Ryan Sword now behind that 19 of Brian Hubel. As we go back up here on board with our lead. As we don't go back up here with our lead.
Guys, look at this. Bradley Wilson's falling back to that 12th position. It looks like he's moving his way up. He's got that 48 of AJ Green on that back bumper. So let's see if that 48 Ally machine is going to be able to push that 51 and that the 51 Bradley Wilson and that Shenandoah Shine 51 up to that that lead. So we do know that Bradley Wilson, he can fight through anything. Even if his car is damaged, he'll still get up there and win.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson, that 51 man, he just puts it on the easy mode, it seems like, and just goes out there and drives.
Whoa, you see Brian Hubel getting loose. Yeah, you saw Brian Hubel have almost a carbon copy move of that 24 of Adam Alishar. Looks like he's going to be able to keep that car straight. I know if you're that 51 of Bradley Wilson, you do not like to see that happening in front of you. Looks like Colin Forster going to make that move on the 44 Daniel Ship. Looks like the inside lane is the dominant lane here tonight. Whoa, as you see the 19 getting all over the quarter panel of Daniel Ship. Look at that, the 98 of Shane Weldon Sr. going to take that inside lane. 3 wide going into turn 3. Going to be a bump.
Oh, that's going to be a wreck. Daniel Ship, innocent bystander.
Yeah, Daniel Ship going to get bumped up into the wall. He's just going to keep it up there so that way nobody, he doesn't collect anybody else. But yeah, you're going to see Shane Weldon Sr. make a dive into turn number 3. He's going to bump up that
like an Austin Rhodes. Here comes Austin Rhodes working his way up into the top 10, sitting currently in 9th place. He's got 10th place Shane Weldon Sr. on his outside. 68 of Stan Mayberry, who ran podium last week, 3rd place finish last week. He's sitting up currently in 10th place, or excuse me, 11th place, as Mayberry looking to pick up his, another good finish here.
Yeah, we last night at the Xfinity race, Stan, he had a chance to take the win last night, and I threw a nasty block on him, and at the end of the race, he was like, I could have turned you, but big picture, man. And I was like, I really do appreciate that, man. But he is looking really good. Actually heard that he got a new steering wheel, Josh. So that's why we've been seeing him move up through the field, is he's got better equipment under him now.
Yeah, but it looks like he was about to take a shot from that 4 Nathan Nickel. We go back up on board here with the lead, though. 76
James
Charles
Morgan
Gripp. James Morgan around. Looks like he was coming off pit road.
Looks like he might have, maybe he was coming off pit road and got confused on which way to go. I do know that Nashville has a split, and it looks like you go and ride up against the where the track is, but you actually go on the inside, so he might have just slowed down there. Whoa, as you see.
Whoa!
Whoa, as you see Logan Rhodes. Yeah, Logan Rhodes getting really loose back there. Almost had a moment. Look at that, that 51. And that Shenandoah Shine Dodge Charger going to move his way up into that 6th place position. Excuse me, 4th place position. Bradley Wilson on another tear, moving his way up through the field. But look at this. Jimmy Green's about to have to battle off the 9 of Colin Forster and the 76 of Charles Gurrick.
And here comes that 51 on fresh tires, baby. Well, fresher tires. I mean, they're 14 laps old now. But that 51, he's got way more of a tire advantage. These guys are on 34 lap old tires. He's on 14 lap old tires. He should cut these boys up, but we got 3 wide coming out of the turn 2 for the lead. And there it is. Gurrick wrecks Jimmy Green.
Yeah, Jimmy Green going to get turned off of the front bumper of Charles Gurrick. You saw a little bit of looseness there from that 76, so maybe just had that same little hiccup that you've been seeing all night. But as you saw that Jimmy Green going off of the front bumper there, we're going to watch it again. Yeah, ooh, I don't know. Looks like Charles Gurrick got really loose there.
Oh, yeah, it shot him up the track. You saw that.
Yeah, it shot him up the track, and the only place to go is that 23 of Jimmy Green. But it doesn't look like Jimmy Green had too much damage to that car, so just hope for a caution and, get caught back up. But Jimmy Green getting turned off the front bumper of Charles Gurrick. Look at that, the 51 of Bradley Wilson moved his way up into that 2nd place. You see him all up against that wall.
AJ Green, man, he had that same kind of wiggle that Logan Rhodes had a minute ago. 2 wide now for that 2nd place position. AJ Green taking it to Bradley Wilson. These boys were just to work together for just about a lap more, they could get up there and run for the lead to get past Colin Forrester. Right now, them battling behind Colin Forrester, they're still going to catch him on those fresh tires, but they're just heating their equipment up a little bit more than they have to, I feel like.
All right, and again, just want to go ahead and thank everybody that's out on the YouTube and the Facebook page. Go ahead and shout out in the chats. Let us know what driver you're going for. Let us know who you're watching, who you're looking out for, and we'll give a shout out and let them know that you're watching. As right now we're riding on board with that 9 Colin Forrester. He's going to go ahead and assume that lead after that little bit of an incident there with that 76 and that 23 of Jimmy Green. So AJ Green moving his way up into that second position. Bradley Wilson, you know, he moved his way up here, but it looks like he's kind of just settled for that third place position. Let's see how long it takes him to battle back and start fighting back for that position.
Yeah, you see that 48 Alon machine now rolling up to the 9. Oh, caution out, caution out.
Looks like Stan Mayberry. Well, it looks like the car's not turning. See what happened here. Riding on board with that 68 of Stan Mayberry. Going in here to turns number 1. It looks like yeah, it looks like the car just did not want to turn. See him getting up into that corner. Oh, sliding around. Pretty much just like happened to that what was that, the 84 Casey Collenbach. Pretty much the same thing. See Jimmy Green getting lucky off of this spin. Yeah, it looks like the car's just not wanting to turn. He's got the wheel hard over. Wonder if he blew a tire.
Nah, he wouldn't be going this fast.
Well, Stan, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to bite you in the butt there with talking good about you, man. Always seems like we start talking good about every driver and something happens. But it looks like Colin Forrester, AJ Green, Bradley Wilson, Josh Abbey, and Clayton Kincart going to all stay out here on lap 40 of 100. So a little bit of a strategy here is Patrick Inter, Charles Gurk, Robbie Bice, William Brown, everybody down pit lane right now.
Seeing the race off pit road already.
Yeah, as it looks like Logan Rhodes going to go ahead and pull his way out in front. So that Rev Esports teammate is going to go ahead and pull himself out into that 6th position with Ryan Sword in 7th. Then behind him is his Team Sparkle Unicorn teammate, William Brown. So he's going to be in that 8th position. Austin Rhodes, also a Team Sparkle Unicorn teammate, sitting currently in 9th position. He is driving that 811 Dig machine here tonight. And then Patrick Inter going to round out your top 10. All right, and while we're under caution here, we're going to go ahead and go to an 811 Dig commercial break, so we'll be right back.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below. Before you dig, visit nc811.org to learn more. If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
All right, we welcome you back to the Volunteer State 100 by NC811 Dig. Caution lights are out here at lap 42 of 100. Just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Cook's Lawn Care, who's also a sponsor of the series, as well as Major Setups, which I do know that they came on about mid-season, and they've been a really good sponsor as long as Cook's Lawn Care. But hey, can't go without saying big shout out to the NC811dig.org for coming on and sponsoring this series. It's been a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of fun doing this. So just want to thank everybody for coming on board. But it looks like the caution lights are out, and we're getting ready to go green this time around. Right, so it's Cook's Lawn Care, green flag here at lap 42 of 100, coming to 43. As you see, Colin Forster getting out to a really good jump. AJ Green on that. Yeah, it looks like the 48. But AJ Green's going to go ahead and fall back in, but Bradley Wilson's going to be in tow behind that 48. Whoa, you see the 48 getting a little loose there. So 5 of Josh Abbey going to move his way up into that 4th position. Logan Rhodes, Scrappy right behind him. But William Brown, Clayton Kincart, they're right behind him as well. So it looks like they're going to be battling it out for the lead here in not too long.
Yeah, and we're getting to that halfway point of the race here in just a moment. 7 laps time. We'll be at that halfway point, and it's going to be this moment of the race where all these drivers really got to start turning on that intensity switch. You know, if you didn't think they were battling hard enough, you're going to start seeing some battling soon. Logan Rhodes right now, he could probably get out there and lead this race if it wasn't for the traffic he's in. Right now, the highest up of these guys on fresh tires. William Brown right behind him on that inside lane. As they're now too wide, I say that. So there he goes to the inside. Yeah,
AJ Green making a move on the inside there of Colin Forster. So AJ Green going to assume the lead here, lap 45.
Here comes the end of Logan Rhodes.
Yeah, Scrappy doing a really good job. Whoa, driving it in just a little too hard
Big
there.
driving, yeah.
Yeah, you see the 51 there. Bradley Wilson having to check up and not run into the back there of the 8 of Logan Rhodes. But look at that. Scrappy's got a really good run coming out of the turn. You see the 9 of Colin Forster taking that inside lane. Whoa!
Loose, Josh Abbey.
Yeah, you see Josh Abbey getting loose, falling down to the bottom of the track. It's going to allow that 27 and that
Logan
5.
Rhodes.
Yeah, Logan Rhodes pushing that 9. See if Colin Forster can make that position stick. Looks like the 48 still got a really good drive coming out of the turn, though. He does. Hey, we got Cheston Green in the YouTube chat saying Bradley G. Wilson, let's go. Race run, tell Shenandoah Shy Boys race bar. Oh my God, did unspeakable things to their mothers. So, Shenandoah Shy guys, there you go. Cheston Green saying, oh no, not race bar. And then Cheston Green, what an animal. LG Wilson Jr., number 51. And then Dan Glott saying he's back on the lead lap. So, Dan Glott back on that lead lap now.
Oh, he is. But look at this, Chris. Oh, loose. 48 AJ Green. That's going to open the door right up for Scrappy to come in and take that lead. He's going to lead lap number 48. As we're 3 laps out from the halfway point here. Is that 8 of Logan Rhodes going to now take the lead here at lap number 48.
Whoa,
AJ Green's got some problems, yeah. That 48's going to have those rear tires heated up now. Got loose coming out of turn 4. Got loose coming out of turn 2. That 48 machine's really going to have to roll this car now to get that equipment cooled back down, try to get it, salvageable for the rest of this run here.
Yeah, as you see William Brown moving up into that 2nd place position. Looks like AJ Green is currently sitting on, he last pit at lap 20. Logan Rhodes and William Brown both pitting at lap 39. So you're starting to see a little bit of a tire difference here going into this run. So it looks like Ed DeBauer went off track. Looks like maybe he just got a little loose, got down on the apron, but it looks like he's got it straightened back out. Go back here. It looks like Ryan Swords on the inside there of the 51. So it looks like, let's see if that Team Sparkle Unicorn machine can get down and get that position away from Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson's on a little bit older tires, so like I was saying, you're going to see that that tire difference start to show its ugly head as you see David Salter in that 88 involved in that little bit of an incident earlier, still moving his way through the field, currently sitting in that 5th place, battling it out with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. It looks like he's going to go ahead and make it, but look at this, Ryan Sword making a move on the inside there of the 48 of AJ Green.
Yeah, Salter going to clear Bradley Wilson into the turn number 2. As you see that 94 right up next to that 48 of William Brown. Excuse me, not William Brown, AJ Green. Forget seat swap from last season. I just went full last season mode. But, man, that 88 Texaco Javelin Ford Mustang of David Salter, Chris. You were talking about him as I was talking about him. Makes a little bit of contact with that 48. But I was just going to say, he's on a good recovery run right now. Doing a good job from earlier troubles to get himself in the position he's in. If David Salter just keeps his head down, hits his marks, he could definitely get a good finish out of tonight.
Yeah, as we're going back on board, it looks like AJ Green just crashed.
Out.
Yeah, AJ Green just crashed. Whoa, big wreck. Looks like Stoney Benfield involved. Joshua Abbey went off track. So you see Stoney Benfield right there getting turned around. Looks like maybe the 23. Yeah, 23 got into it. Oh, that's unfortunate there for that 23 machine. Go back on board here with AJ Green, see what happened, what started all of this. As you see him getting loose there, going into the corner, might have just had a little bit of a aero issue. As you see it, pretty much just the same thing there. It happened. Whoa! See the 4 Nathan Nickel getting off the track, the 19. Oh yeah, there was some stuff going on in front of it. We'll back it up here and see what happened. As you see AJ Green going on, doing his best Tony Hawk impersonation.
Jimmy Green got like a net code contact with him. He was clear, but it like hit his front right fender, even though he was clear. And then he's gonna collect Josh Abbey right here. Unfortunate for Abbey. Man. And that's going to bring all those guys that just got ran past on those old tires down pit road, and we're going to restart the cycle.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like Dan Gallant is going to get through all of it as well. So unfortunate there for that 23. For the 23 of Jimmy Green, the 75 of Stoney Benfield, and the 48 of AJ Green. Just a little bit of tire issues going on, and AJ Green just getting into the wall, and as you see, doing his best Tony Hawk impersonation. So right now we're at lap 54 of 100. Logan Rhodes is currently sitting in the lead. So like you were saying earlier, Josh, it just seems like you know, Logan got that win last week, and now it's just like, you know, he's like, hey, I can go out here and do this again.
Yeah, it seems like it's opened up that door for him, you know, and that's sometimes what it takes for some of these drivers. I mean, you know, it's it really demotivates you when you run races, and you got really, you know, you've got top 3s, top 5s, top 10s. You've got every position it feels like to show for, but that win. And then when you finally grab that win, it just opens that door, man. It makes you compete at the next level, it feels like. And, you know, you're seeing that. It's almost like, you know, you hit a home run in baseball, you want to do it again. You just want to get that feeling again. It's the same feeling. You win one race, you want to win another. You think you can keep doing it. So, we'll see if Logan Rhodes can hold on tonight. He's now on the old tires. He's going to have a lot more guys in between him and the fresh tire runners than when he was the guy out there storming past these guys on the older tires. So we'll see how it plays out. But Logan Rhodes, man, he's a story so far at this midseason.
Yeah, the Rev Motorsports guys seems like they're putting in a lot of time, a lot of seat time trying to get these setups going. Speaking of, Looks like the Sparkle Unicorn guys got a really good setup too, because like look at this, we've got William Brown, Ryan Sword, Austin Rhodes all sitting in the top 10 right now. So 3 Sparkle Unicorn drivers currently sitting in that top 10. But right now we've got David Salter, Charles Gurrick, and Shane Weldon Sr. all sitting in that Wolfpack team, sitting in the top 10. So we got a Sparkle Unicorn and a Wolfpack battle going on. But like we were saying, the Rev Motorsports guys sitting out in the lead.
Yeah, you know, a driver we were talking about earlier in the race, Chris, qualified towards the back of the grid, Brian Chu. He's currently got himself sitting up into 13th. He's on a recovery mission right now. That Rowdy Energy 18 had some trouble in qualifying. I don't want to point him out and then he go out here and get into trouble himself. So I'm signing that waiver now. If anybody wrecks after we talk about him, that's on you, buddy. But hopefully we can see Brian Chu work his way through the field, man. No bias towards that 18. It's all bias towards that 18, and we'll see. We'll see if Brian Chu is his way up through here, man. Candyman on a good little run here right now, early.
Yeah, just being a Kyle Busch fan, you know, anybody that drives that 18 machine, you just got to be a fan of.
Yeah, we're so scarce, man. Everybody hates us, so you gotta like them. As the iRacing pace car going to bring these beautiful next-gen cars out of turn number 4. Going to grab the green flag. It's going to be Logan Rhodes, William Brown bringing us back to the green. We should have some battles here. Just in the top 10 relatively soon. I would say top 5. And then next handful of laps if they're able to keep it clean. But you see already back behind from this rear bumper of Logan Rhodes, big stack-ups coming out of turn number 2. Oh, Brian Chu, look at that back there. That was getting sketchy between those boys.
Yeah, there was just a lot going on there. You see the 18 machine getting into that quarter panel of the 89 of Dan Gallant. No, he wasn't doing that on purpose. Just that three wide look just was not a good thing for all of them guys. But looks like they're going to get through there clean. They're going to go back up on whoa. It looks like somebody was in the wall. Looks like before Nathan Nickel. Yeah, it looks like before Nathan Nickel got up into the wall there, maybe did a little bit of what the other drivers are doing, just drove it a little hot into the corner. Looks like Logan Rhodes just set his fastest time of the session at 30.05. Look at that. William Brown, Ryan Sword, David Salter, Austin Rhodes all tucked in behind Scrappy in that 8 machine. Looks like Logan Rhodes getting off to a really good jump here, starting to pull away from the field. As I was just thinking about it, I was like, where's Bradley Wilson at? Bradley Wilson's currently sitting in that 8th position, battling it out with that 9 of Colin Forrester. Looks like they've been just battling it out all night tonight.
Yeah, that 51 and the 9 just been at the same place at the same time, man. And they've got pretty much equal pace, it seems like. That 9 of Colin Forrester, that 10 of Sean 51 of Bradley Wilson. Doing a good job sticking it too wide right here. That's what I like to see. Say that, though. He clears him. Not looking like he wants to get a little bit of a crossover. But like I was saying earlier, if these boys want to be able to get up there and run with first place, they're just going to have to work together. They really can't do this too-wide mess if they're going to want to get up here and run for the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Dan Gallant just set his fastest time at a 29.98. Dan Gallant, even with a little bit of damage, still out there setting his fast time. Whoa, look at this. The 88 of David Salter getting pushed all the way up to the top of the track. 76 there. Charles Gurrick going to be in the middle, 51. Whoa, Charles Gurrick going to clear himself in front of that 88.
Yeah, the two 811 dig cars caught up in a little bit of action right here on the track, man. That 12 Austin Rhodes, the 76 of Charles Gurrick, the 2 different teams, but running the same team tonight with the 811 dig. As you see that 76 getting back up to the 811 dig teammate, pushing them clear into turn number 3. Oh, no, never mind. Bradley Wilson's to his inside. That's my bad.
Whoa.
Well, as I say that, big wobble from Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, big wobble there from that 51 machine. Probably in that little pocket coming out of turn 4. I do know that if you get into that pocket coming out of turn 4, you can get loose coming into it. And, you know,
Look at the
this
76.
3 wide. 76 going to be going on that inside door of that 12 of Austin Rhodes.
77, big run down the back straightaway.
Yeah, 77 to Clayton Kinkard. That's a name that we don't get to talk about that much. He's a new driver to the series, moving his way up 11
Look at
positions
Bryant
right now.
Seaborn, man.
Yeah.
That was a veteran move right there on the outside lane.
Yeah, Bryant Seaborn doing a really good job battling it out with that 77 to Clayton Kinkard. But it looks like Clayton's going to go ahead and clear that 14, going to go ahead and take that inside lane. Look at that, the 14 going to move up to the outside lane. Looks like the 76 got around that 12 Austin Rhodes. Go up here and see what's going on with that
94, Ryan Sword.
Yeah, it looks like the 51 there.
What does he got?
See the 94 Ryan Sword going to go ahead and take that top lane. Let's see which one that 9 decides to go with. Just going to go with that inside lane. It seems to be moving a lot better than that outside lane.
Well, it's just those fresh tires, Chris. Only person they've got to deal with now is William Brown, and then they're tracking down Logan Rhodes. That 9 and that 51, I was saying it earlier, they don't need to be doing that too wide mess. And they're super speedwaying it up right now. They're pushing. They're trying to catch William Brown. They know they can get up there and race each other for the lead.
Looks like Ryan Sword just got into the wall just a little bit coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, it's starting to get those older tires. I mean, we're almost on 30-lap old tires here in about 3 laps time. So on some of these guys, it's those fresh tires coming into work, man. We were saying about it just a moment ago. It was Logan Rhodes and co. doing it last time. Now it's these guys and Bradley Wilson, Colin Forster coming up to pass all these guys. So fun to see from the spectator's point of view. But if you're Logan Rhodes right now, you're looking at that mirror thinking, oh gosh, this is going to stink when they get to me.
Riding on board here with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Currently moved himself up into that second position. We're going to go back here and whoa, as I go back,
Whoa!
William Brown around. Oh, this is going to be a wreck. Oh, let's see if anybody's going to get around. Oh, the 44 is going to get around. Woo! Good situational awareness from everybody. I know I say that a lot, but you know, that's one thing on a track that you got to watch out for is, you know, drivers not checking up and slowing down for cautions. Looks like everybody got around everybody cleanly there. So we'll go back on board and see what happened. Looks like the 27. Looks like the 27 just maybe got a little loose. And he started to, yeah, look at him. He's loose right there. Doesn't, yeah, nobody was touching him. It looks like maybe he just got the air sucked off that back spoiler. Looks like he's starting to go around right there. You see him getting down onto that corner panel of the 94 Orion Sword. But it looks like he did a good job of keeping it off of that, off of his teammate. But you see the 76 just nowhere to go. Puts a little bit of the bumper there to that 27.
Oh, Bryant Seaborn got collected in that. I got Austin Rhodes and Dan Gallant right there. And now, Chris, the cycle has repeated, man. Bradley Wilson, Colin Forster staying out. Everybody else is coming in. Bryant Seaborn stayed out as well. Robbie Bice as well, man. These boys are about to have a lot of fun. It's about to be a good restart.
All right, with 30 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and go to another 811 Dig commercial break. So we'll be right back with you.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below. Before you dig, visit nc811.org to learn more. If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere. And knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
And welcome back to the action. We're here at lap 70 of 100. So it looks like everything's going to start coming down to, like Josh was saying, it's going to come down to strategies. We got Bradley Wilson, Colin Forrester, and Bryant Seaborn, as well as Robbie Bice, all out on lap 53 old tires. So the last time they pit was lap 53. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys handle what's going on with all this. As you sit right on board here with Colin Forrester, you see a little bit of damage to that back spoiler. So that's gonna slow him down just a little bit, but it shouldn't do too much here. But it's gonna be interesting to see how these drivers go ahead and handle all of this adversity here at lap, with 30 laps to go.
Yeah, and it's gotta say it is 53 to 68 pit laps, so these tires got a little bit more of a gap, less gap than what we've seen all night. Usually it's been a big drastic gap, like 30 lap difference in pit laps, whereas this one's only like a 13, 15 pit difference or lap difference on tires. So we're a lot more even. We should see maybe these guys up here, these four cars that stayed out, Bradley, Colin, Bryant, and Robbie. We know Bryant's got some damage. We might see them be able to hold it, but it's going to be interesting to see. I'm definitely not expecting this to be the last caution, though. So Bradley and them, they'll probably get bailed out here. But if it stays green, they're going to have a handful with that race car to the green, to the end of the race. As the green flag is back out here, Bradley Wilson getting off to a good little start, as he's going to get himself out about 3 car lengths out in front of that 14 of Bryant Seaborn.
Yeah.
As that damaged FedEx machine going to roll it off into turn 2. We'll see how he holds speed. But here comes Scrappy in that number 8 machine.
Yeah, right now you see Logan Rhodes doing a really good job, still trying to battle it out with these boys. See him trying to take that outside lane, but probably just trying to get around this 14 of Bryant Seaborn. He's got a lot of damage on that back bumper, so maybe Logan Rhodes sees that. But Logan Rhodes right now, he's currently the highest up with better tires, so you're going to see him start getting a massive run here.
Yeah, that 8 just needs to hit his lines the right way. He doesn't really need to kill those tires too much. He doesn't want to even them out. We know it's a 12-lap difference, 15-lap difference. I am just all over the place with my numbers tonight, but 15-lap difference on their tire life. But still, getting up here and battling with these boys, taking it 2 wide, 3 wide, depending on, the situation, it can really start to even those tires out. And with as little of a tire difference as we have currently at the moment, that can even out if he sits here and runs the wrong lanes and really eats up that equipment fast.
Yeah, we're gonna see Bradley Wilson trying to pull away the best he can. You saw him get off to a really good jump.
Look at that move right there on Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, Daniel Ship.
Excuse me.
Looks like Daniel Ship went around, but he jumped to the pit, so we're not gonna have a caution out here. Right now, Bradley Wilson taking that low lane, trying his best to get the car down there, but those older tires are starting to show their head. And you see Logan Rhodes starting to get a really good run up here to the back bumper of Colin Forrester.
Yeah, so far it's interesting how this is playing out, man. Logan's not really doing really what you expect the driver to do. He's just kind of playing it patient, it seems, and me as a spectator or, someone who expects to see drivers maybe take that aggressive, nature. Logan Rhodes showing a lot of experience right now. and just hanging on, man. He knows he's got a long way to go still. You know, it's only 24 laps, but still, that's a long way to go, man. And he's doing a good job.
Going back here with that 14. Whoa, you see him getting all the way up there to the wall. 82 of Ed DeBauer on that inside lane. The 84 there of Casey Collenbach. Saw him take that bottom lane. Going to go ahead and assume that 9th place position. Ed DeBauer going to fall back to that 10. Oh, as I saw Brian Seaborn, it looks like he had to check up a lot. Shane Weldon Sr. having to check up. Back on board here with that 9 machine. Colin Forster for that battle for the lead. You see Logan Rhodes, like you were saying, Josh, most of the time you see drivers, you know they've got the better tires, they've got the better equipment. They just go ahead and they take off there towards the front. But that 8 machine of Logan Rhodes, he's just kind of biding his time, just riding around back here.
There he goes. There he goes. Maybe he was just, evaluating the situation, seeing how these drivers are running, and now he's found the way to take the lines. And he might get 2 positions here in 1 lap. Looks like he's only going to get up into that 2nd spot.
Look at Charles Gurrick.
Yeah, I was going to say, that 76 of Charles Gurrick has come out of nowhere, though, as he's on those fresh tires as well. Fresher tires, I should say, 10 laps old now. But he's really starting to show his real pace here, as that 811 dig machine's got himself sitting on the outside of 3rd position. And he's going to take 3rd position as there goes the air off the front nose of that 9. As he is going to get loose just a little bit, gather back up, but he's still rolling. Is that 77 of Clayton Kincart, one of the new drivers that's debuting here tonight? This is his 2nd race, right?
I think so. If we're
I want to say
if
second
we're
or third.
wrong,
I want to say it's either his 2nd or 3rd race. I know Clayton hasn't been here that much, but he's
Charles
doing a good job up here in 5th. And yeah, Charles Gurrick gets past Bradley Wilson and Logan Rhodes as well. Going to get past Bradley Wilson, so it's now going to be a battle between these fresh tire guys.
Whoa, did you see?
76 loose. He was trying to stick it in there.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle here from that Wolfpack and that Rev Motorsport drivers. You got the Shenandoah Shine right behind him, so it's a 3-team battle right now. You see the 76 just trying his best. As I want to say that Charles Gurrick is doing what we were talking about earlier, Josh. You know, the trying to get up to the front as fast as you can. That's what Charles Gurrick is doing right now. Whoa, as you see him all over the back quarter panel there, Scrappy. Whoa, that was really close there. That 76 of Charles Gurrick all over that quarter panel. All right, 19 laps to go here at this time around the stripe. So if the strategies and everything are going to start coming into play, this is where you're going to start seeing it. As you see the 9 of Colin Forster going on the inside there of the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Look at that, Clayton Kincart in that 77 Ford Mustang moving his way up through the field now. He's going to be battling it out for that 4th and 5th place spot. Or, excuse me, 3rd and 4th spot.
Awesome.
Cautioned it out. Looks like Nathan Nickel and Brian Hubel. Go back and see what happened here with that 4. Looks like maybe the 4 might have pinched down a little bit.
Yeah, those boys were just racing hard right there. This was for 14th right here. Or 13th or 14th and 15th position, excuse me. And, Nathan's been one of those drivers that's shown a lot of pace all season. And, it seems like he's just putting it a little bit on the edge here. A little bit later in the run, as you see there's the contact. And around goes the 4 of Nathan Nickel. And then Salter gets into the back of Hubel once they get their pace slowed up just a little bit. Not anywhere you can really go, and it's not easy to react fast enough to be able to slow that down and not make contact with those boys. So, unfortunate for the 88 of David Salter, and man, you hate that for the 4 of Nathan Nickel and the 19 of Brian Hubel.
Yeah, as we go on board here with that 88 of David Salter, you see the 4. It looks like he just starts pinching down a lot on that 19, and then the 19 just had nowhere to go, gets into the bump. And then you see the 88 there bump.
But look at pit road, 19. Chris. Oh, man. Now strategies are mixing. Logan Rhodes and Charles Grick for the first time tonight for the first time since the green flag has dropped, are going to be on the same strategy. So it's going to be awesome to see these boys race again. It looks like Logan's falling back far in pit road. We'll see if he gains up those spots.
Looks like he's on his way out now. We'll see if he can beat that 51. He does. He beats the 76 out, so Logan Rhodes going to win that battle out of pit lane. Looks like maybe the 76 won that third place position out of pit road. So, yeah, it looks like the 9 of Colin Forster are going to fall in back behind him. But, yeah, like you were saying, Josh, look at that. We've got a new leader out here in the lead, the 77 of Clayton Kinkard, a driver that, like we were saying, not really sure. I want to say that this was his debut season. And if not, I do apologize. But looks like Clayton Kinkard doing his best job getting up here in the front. So it's got him, Dan Glott, and Casey Collenbach all riding in that first, second, and third spot, all on lap 68 old tires. So, you know, got a little bit of a tire difference here in the front three.
Oh yeah, the front three are about to get blown by right here. I feel like this is going to be a there. You know, it's good that, you know, Clayton can say he's led a lap, and if hey, you never know, man. Anything can happen out here. So I'm not gonna throw it out the window for Clayton, Dan, or Casey yet on those old tires.
Well, the leader does have the right to start whenever he wants. So leader has choice on when to go. So that
just
77,
leave as soon as the pace car turns left.
Yeah, the 77 can jump whenever he wants and try to get out to as good a lead as he can. But like we were saying, Dan Glon, our friendly, the only Canadian that we have in the Cup Series, currently sitting in that second spot. So good to see Team Canada up here in that second spot. Good to see Dan, you know, also after that little bit of incident that he had in the beginning of the race, still able to get out here and race it out with these boys.
We should come back to green with about 13 laps to go here at Nashville, as the pace lights still are on. They should go off when we hit the stripe this time, if I am not mistaken and incorrect, like I usually am in a lot of things. And yeah, it looks like pace lights are indeed off. So we're going to see these fill to get stacked back up, and I'm excited now to see Logan Rhodes and Bradley Wilson. They've got a battle with some little bit of traffic out in front of them. This is going to be interesting, man. We're going to see some good battle in between the field here, and we're going to see a good finish. I feel like this is going to be a good race right here. All these boys have been really hanging it out at Nashville. They've been doing a good job, you know, holding their lines, doing a good job. We've had some accidents, but you know, there's just a lot of racing incidents really. But ready to see some aggressiveness. I feel like they're about to turn the knob up to 20, and we're about to see a lot of ambitious runs, and we might see some fenders get crumpled here in these last 13.
Yeah, as I'm seeing in the YouTube chat, Dan Gallant says, "Hi, Mom." So, Dan Gallant, if your mom, Dan Gallant's mom, if you're watching, he says hello.
Hope you got the VCR running. As out of turn number 4, Dan Gallant.
Whoa, big stack up from the inside lane.
Yeah, big stack up. Bradley Wilson might have made a little bit of contact with that 84 Casey Collenbach, as Logan Rhodes going to have a big gap on that outside lane, but that 89 going to move to that outside lane. See Dan Gallant now to the inside lane. That's going to open Logan Rhodes to a little bit of clean air right here.
Yeah, Casey Collenbach is stacking up that inside lane. See if that 51 can get around him. It looks like he's going to go ahead and make that move on the outside lane, but
look at Logan Rhodes though. Scrappy's got the move stuck. This is going to give him a little bit more track position ahead of that 51.
Yeah, so the 51. Whoa,
oh, look at Charles Grick, the 76, and Ed DeBauer off the track in the grass. He's going to save it. But look at Charles Grick, man. He's going to make his way past the 51.
Yeah, so Charles Grick making a pass on the 51 there of Bradley Wilson. Whoa, you see Bradley Wilson getting a little loose. You got Dan Gallant
He's coming back, door draft. Yeah, he's gonna get that. He's gonna use that lap car as a pick here. Or not lap car, excuse me. The
Whoa,
car
three
with
wide, 3 wide.
Yeah, 3 wide.
Whoa,
I don't know why I said lap car, my bad.
As you saw the 76 getting really loose there. I thought that was going to be trouble there. As you see Logan Rhodes making a move on that 77 of Clayton Kinkard. So Logan Rhodes, Scrappy, moving his way back up into the lead. But look who's behind Clayton. Bradley Wilson.
And Charles Gurrick, Colin Forrester, man, this is looking like it's going to be a finish.
Yeah, we got William Brown right behind Dan Gallant. So we got William Brown and Ryan Sword, two Team Sparkle Unicorn drivers currently sitting behind him. It looks like Bradley Wilson is going to go ahead and get around that 77 of Clayton Kinkard. So he's going to assume that second place position. Look at this 9 of Colin Forrester all over that inside lane. 76 of Charles Gurrick trying his best to pinch him down, but that 9's going to go ahead and make that pass.
10 to go, Chris. 9.5 actually as we come into turn number 3 here with the leaders. You see the 9 of Colin Forrester going to get past that 77 of Clayton Kinkard. As you see the 76 of Charles Gurrick coming as well. Going to be to that inside lane and catch that draft of the 9 as you see that 88 of David Salter, 28 of Robbie Bice, 84 of Case Collenbeck, Shane Weldon Sr., Nathan Nickel, that big old gaggle of race cars right there between that 10th position on back. Let's go back up here on board with the lead.
Colin Forrester the fastest lap of the session.
Fast lap of the session, 29.571. A blazing lap here. Colin Forrester, he is finding some pace here. He really wants to get up here and race for this victory.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know, the average time on the track is about a 30.15. So he ran almost a 3/4 a second faster than everybody else on the track right now. So that just shows you that 9 of Colin Forrester, he is moving right now. It looks like that 51 of Bradley Wilson starting to catch that 8 of Logan Rhodes. Maybe Logan Rhodes is starting to bobble just a little bit.
Ooh, Bradley Wilson, out of the corner. That's going to open the 9 up to him. Yeah, Wilson got tight just a little bit on corner exit, excuse me. And just got him a little bit tight. Got the 9 back into that back bumper. And that's going to allow Charles Gurrick now to pull up to the back of the 9 again. So Logan Rhodes, he just needs these guys to get too wide behind him for him to seal this victory. But, hey, there ain't sealing nothing. We're coming up to 6 to go, baby.
As they're diving it off down into turns 3 and 4, you see Bradley Wilson riding a little bit of a higher lane, but looks like he's starting to catch Logan Rhodes.
To the apron. He's going to be there. He's going to be there. 51 to the inside. Too wide here. He's got a good run. That outside lane. Is he going to stick it on the outside and stay? He is. Logan Rhodes, what a good corner from him. Scrappy with an excellent outside lane here in Nashville 1 and 2. And out of 3 and 4, Logan Rhodes still going to hold the lead. Coming to 5 to go.
See the 76 of Charles Gurrick getting into the wall there. You're going to see that 51 go down to the apron. I know you don't really think too much about it, but he is shortening the track up. I was doing this in the practice whenever I was practicing with everybody, and it does feel like that when you get down there on that apron, you do go a little bit faster. Caution's out. Casey Collenbeck.
Man.
Oh, and the 43 of James Morgan almost getting into it again. All right, we'll go back on board here with Casey Collenbeck, see what actually happened here. See Casey Collenbeck on the inside of Shane Weldon Sr. there. You see Dan Gallant there at the top of the track. Let's see what happens. You see the 98. Oh, he looks like he might have got down on the apron just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like that 84 Casey Collenbeck got on the apron just a touch. And you see it just tighten the car up and go straight up. Yep, and there he goes, just straight up into the 98 of Shane Weldon Sr.
That was going to be a good run to the finish.
And then Ed DeBauer just nowhere to go, except for into the back of the 84. Let's go on board here with that 89, excuse me, not the 89. Well, I can't find him, so.
You're on the 89, literally right now.
I was trying to look for, which I can't find his number. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. 82 Ed DeBauer. That's what I was looking for. Sorry about that. Yep, sorry about that. Just cameras being all kinds of weird. But we got 3 laps to go here. So it's going to be a green-white checker at least for this finish. So let's see if that 8 of Logan Rhodes is going to have it can hold on to the lead, or if Bradley Wilson has anything to give to him.
Man, and that stinks. I wanted that to go green. That was going to be such a good finish.
Yeah, you saw that 84, Casey Collenbach just getting on that apron just a little bit. It's going to tighten him up and shove him up into the 98 there. Shane Weldon Sr., we do know that Shane's one of those drivers that's always in the wrong place at the wrong time as well.
Yeah, unfortunate for those guys, man. That stinks coming up to the 5 to go. You're getting ready to settle this race out, get it wrapped up, and then next thing you know, you're wrecking it. Just you hate it. And, man, stinks not only for those guys that were all involved in the accident, but stinks for the fans, man. That was going to be a good finish, but we're about to get a green-white checkered, and you know the intensity is going to be 1,000 right here on these last couple laps, Chris.
Yeah, we've got Logan Rhodes holding on to that lead, but right behind him, he's got Bradley Wilson looking to take that away. He's wanting to walk away with that 5th win of the season.
You know, Chris, isn't it funny? Last week we were talking to Logan Rhodes about picking up his 1st win of the season, and now he's going for his 2nd. And he was talking about how like it was just insane that he even won a race, and how excited he was. And now it's just like it's easy to him. He's going for 2 in a row this week. That's just insane to me that Logan Rhodes, man, in a 2-week span has just cranked up the intensity, turned up the commitment level, and has just made it to just a completely different level in driver skill. He is moving now. It looks like Logan Rhodes has found something with these setups, with these cars. I don't know what it is, but I think Logan Rhodes is going to like these next gen cars for the rest of the season if he keeps rolling like this.
Yeah, I got to go hang out in the Rev Garage, man. They seem to be having something going on now. Maybe go in there and sneak some of their spring settings or something.
Yeah, and they'd like to take you on the track. Maybe you'd be the one that becomes the guy that gets taken out by everybody for him. You know, it's always unfortunate for Jimmy Green. You know, all the Rev guys seem to be just caught up in, you know, the mess. And, you know, they've always got one guy that's running really good. That's what it's I always notice about the Rev guys. Either they're all running good, or one of them's running good, and the rest of them are all taken out. So that's unfortunate for those guys, man. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind having one more over there, Chris. That's just, you know, less of a percentage if they're going to get wrecked and you're going to get wrecked.
Yeah, you know, I always tell everybody that I feel like, you know, whenever I do the truck race on Thursdays or Xfinity race on Saturdays, I always tell them, you know, they're like, "Are you looking forward to the race?" I'm like, "I'm looking forward to getting wrecked out." So it's always one of those things where, you know, you just got to expect it. You got to expect the worst and hope for the best. And, you know, hey, if you always expect the worst, sometimes you get lucky. But hey, the Rev guy's doing a really good job. But like we were saying, you got the Shenandoah Shine 51 on that outside lane. You got Charles Gurrick and the Wolfpack behind him. And you got William Brown, Ryan Swart, Austin Rhodes, 3 Team Sparkle Unicorn drivers looking at that, looking from that 5th, 6th, and 7th position up. So they're looking for it.
Here we go. Big stack up already on the inside lane. Logan Rhodes. Man, Bradley Wilson, I think he might have just got caught sleeping for a second.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Logan Rhodes probably stacked the inside lane up there just a little bit, because he definitely got a really good jump. You saw a really bad stack up there, but we're coming to 2 laps to go this time around.
Logan Rhodes with that restart might have just sealed the win. Whoa! Urich around! Down the back straightaway!
Oh no, he's going to come back on the track.
That car comes back on the track.
He's
yeah,
coming
it's
back
a
on the track.
caution.
Oh, that is unfortunate there for that 76. The 43 of James Morgan just, he's like, man, I've just been seeing a lot of this stuff in front of me. As it looks like Charles Gurrick goes around, we'll actually go and see what happened there. I also see Patrick Ginter, so we'll see what happened with him, to rewind it just a little bit. So it looks like maybe the 76 thought he was clear. Yeah, it looks like maybe Charles Gurk thought he was clear. Came down in the 27, getting into that back quarter panel, sending him around. And you can see it just coming right back up into it. It's like it gripped up right there and just went. Oh, well, boys, that's what we call hold your brakes.
Man, the 75 just went on a rod.
Yeah, poor Stoney. He's a really good guy to sit and talk to. It's unfortunate for Stoney Benfield there. All right, so Logan Rhodes got one more shot here. See the 76 Charles Garrett going off the front bumper there of the 27 of William Brown. I don't think he did it on purpose. It's just one of those things where the 76 probably thought he was clear. We'll actually see if we can go back and see it from William Brown's point of view real quick.
There was nothing that William Brown, I feel like, did wrong there. I mean,
oh yeah, no, I just looking to see what happened from his point of view. See there, he's got the 76 is clear, but it looks like maybe he just thought that, because I do know that the spotters will sometimes say clear even when you're not. So yeah, it looks like 76 just might have cleared himself there and went down in front of the 27, and 27 had nowhere to go except for into that back quarter panel and sent him around. All right, well, with 3 laps to go, we're going to have a green-white checker number 2 here.
William Brown lives by the old saying, "If you cut off my nose, thou shalt be sent." As Charles went to the shadow realm, man, he went on a ride to the infield. As Logan Rhodes, man, he's going to have attempt number 2 to get it done. I mean, he had a really good restart there. Pretty much almost sealed the deal with the way Colin and Bradley were battling it out, it felt like. But he's going to have to try to get that launch again, that good jump. Hopefully catch these boys sleeping and get it all right again. And we'll see if Logan Rhodes can do it here and get victory number 2 of the season, or if it's going to be Bradley Wilson trying to pick up victory number 5.
Yeah, we, like we were talking earlier, Josh, it's going to be all deciding on how that inside lane decides to get rolling. If they do a really bad checkup like they did the last start, you might see Logan Rhodes get a really good jump out. Unfortunate for that 38 of Patrick Ginter. It looks like he is just going to go ahead and take it to the hauler.
All right, that race car is destroyed. Face lights off. All right. Here we go. Get those belts tight, driver, because this is the restart to win you this race. This is going to be a beating and banging to the finish, I'm assuming. We've seen some action all night here at Nashville Superspeedway. Colston brought out overtime number 2 right here, as we're going to go for attempt number 2 out of 3. Logan Rhodes going to bring the field back to green. As he's going to get a good little restart. Bradley Wilson definitely going to be there a lot quicker than he was last time. Or have a lot better shot at it, I should say, than he did last time. That 9 did not get off to as well of a restart as he did. Bradley Wilson now going to be tracking down that 8 of Logan Rhodes here. Green flag. We'll be grabbing the white as we come out of turn number 4 to the stripe.
Yeah, let's see if these boys can hold it down and keep the green flag out. As we see Logan Rhodes starting to get caught with
William
just
Brown.
a little bit. Oh, look at that. The 51 of Bradley Wilson getting a little loose. That's going to open up the door there. Colin Forrester might have had to get out of the gas. Green flag, or caution is back out. Looks like Bryant Seaborn and Dan Gallant. Looks like maybe the 14 just went down to that bottom lane, and that 89 of Dan Gallant just had a massive run. Riding on board here with Dan Gallant. We're going to see if we can see it from his point of view. Yeah, it looks like the 14 just thought that he had a little bit more room than he did, and come down the track, and you see Dan Gallant just getting into that quarter panel. So unfortunate there for that 89 Dan Gallant. Had a lot of issues earlier on. Moved his way up into the top 10, and then just started falling back just a little bit.
Dude, how many times is James Morgan the lucky dog? Oh, he's not even the lucky dog. I think he's just trolling. No, he isn't. There he is for real. I'm so confused, but it says James Morgan has called out Lucky Dog like 7 times. And I swear, but I don't even know if he's actually the Lucky Dog because it still says he's a lap down for me on SDK. But he just went flying by. Just how he says it too, man. He throws on the okay, he's 5 laps down. I don't know where he's coming from.
Yeah, currently James Morgan is sitting 5 laps down.
Man, he knows somebody up in the booth, man. He's or up in the rules or whatever that's called. I don't know what those guys are. The nerds, the rules nerds. He knows one of those guys. They're just waving him on by, you know. Come on, James. We won't tell nobody. We'll make those idiots in the booth think we're still scoring you 5 laps down. You know, James is actually running under green flag conditions right now for him. He just grabbed the win. All right, well, that was the race, guys. We'll talk. I'm just kidding. As Logan Rhodes is going to be out in the lead right now.
Yeah, as I'm seeing in the Facebook chat, Charles Gurrick says 2 races I don't finish. I'll remember, though. Whoa. A little bit of spiciness going on in the Facebook chat right now. So just like that real race today, as you saw, what was it, Kevin Harvick getting in the back of Chase Elliott. Whoa, got a little bit of words getting thrown around. Hey, Dan in the chat. Great broadcast, boys. Lots of fun to listen to. Hey, man, we appreciate it. You guys are putting on one hell of a show, so we got a lot of fun things to sit and call up here.
All right, well, we should hit overtime 3 out of 3 right now if they don't make it back to the white flag. The next flag will end it, so since this is the last attempt.
Yeah, we'll see if Logan Rhodes can hold on to that lead, or if that 51 of Bradley Wilson, if he can get a good jump off. I'm looking for, I'm actually looking right back here, Josh, that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. That's what I'm looking at.
Parker Unicorn guys all lined up right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Team Sparkle Unicorn, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm looking to see if these boys are going to have anything to get up here and dice it up with these guys. Like Josh said, we are on green-white checkered 3 of 3, so the next flag will end it. If we get a caution before the white flag comes out, that will be the end of the race. But if they can get around at least 2 times and pull that white flag out, then we will see the checkers. So we'll see how these boys are going to handle it here on this this last chance.
All right, and this green flag going to be brought to you by Major Setup, as it's going to be Logan Rhodes getting a good restart as he's going to get out into the lead. Bradley Wilson, though, going to file right back in behind him. Like we said, next flag ends it, as they will go around the track one time, grab the white. We'll race to the checkered flag as you ride in the blimp camera and just see how they're all sorting out. But it looks like right now it's going to be the race between that 8 and that 51.
Yeah, coming to the white flag here. Let's see if Logan Rhodes has anything to, if he can block off that 51. Let's see if the 51 or Bradley Wilson can do anything to make a splash. As you see William Brown moving up into that 3rd spot.
Well, the 51's going to have to throw the kitchen sink out the window, as here he comes out of turn number 4. He's to the back bumper. Is he going to have it? He's going to go to the low lane. It's going to be a drag. It's going to be Logan Rhodes picking up the win. Scrappy, 2 in a row.
Looks like Colin Forster might have actually gotten 3rd. So we'll have to rewind it. I want to make sure. Whoa, look at that finish. We see the 9 of Colin Forster pinching the 27 down. And that is your 3rd place position there. See Jimmy Green giving a bump to that 9 of Scrappy.
Hey.
Excuse me, I did say 9, excuse me.
If they have fixed the broadcast booth where we can call in here or interview in here. All right, so you just saw Logan Rhodes pick up the victory in a good race to the finish with that 51 machine of Bradley Wilson. Going to go ahead and go through your unofficial results here for the race. It's going to be Logan Rhodes, Bradley Wilson, Colin Forster. Logan Rhodes first, Bradley Wilson second, Colin Forster third, William Brown in 4th, Ryan Sword 5th with Austin Rhodes in 6th, Clayton Kinkar in 7th, Irving Bice 8th with Nathan Nickel in 9th, David Salter 10th with Brian Hubel in 11th, Hubble 11th, Brian Chu 12th, Shane Wilton Sr. 13th, Casey Collenbach 14th, Bryant Seaborn 15th, James Morgan 16th, Dan Gallant 17th, Charles Gehrig 18th with Patrick Ginter 19th, Stan Mayberry 20th with Stoney Benfield 21st, Ed DeBauer 22nd, Daniel Chip 23rd, Joshua Abbey 24th with the Jimmy Green 25th. AJ Green going to finish in that 25th position with, 26th position with Matthew Fitz in 27th, and Adam Alishire running out your field in that 28th position. If you just give us one moment, we will get right to your post-race interviews and get you guys wrapped up here.
All right, just give us 1 second, and we're going to have the interviews pulled up here in just 2 seconds. We've got a little bit of channel issues. No, we can't hear anybody whenever they come into the channel, so we're going to have to swap channels real quick, and we'll get with them just a second.
All right, so we're gonna see if we. I think I might have just fixed this broadcast channel. Let's see if we can get a word with Colin Forster in our channel. If not, we're gonna have to move right quick. But we'll see in just a moment. No, did I fix it? I don't think I fixed it. Oh no. Why is it not letting people talk in this channel? That is unfortunate. All right, Colin, just give us 1 second, buddy, and we will get you down into another channel right quick. I don't know why. For some reason, this channel. Oh, wait, is it saying you can talk now? Can you talk? Yeah, it's saying that he's unmuted, but it's not letting him. All right.
Hold on, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah. It's set to push to talk. I had to make a button.
Oh, dude, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Sorry
Yeah, I
about
don't know.
that.
Yep, it's
All
fine.
right. All right, Colin. Well, through the awkwardness, man, we do get you here for a word, but hey, you had a good finish for that final podium spot with that 27 of William Brown, but take us through this whole race, man. It was just varying strategies. We saw a lot of guys going in early, going in, just old tires, new tires, and then there at the end, it seemed like everybody got synced up. You boys were all racing. Do you think you had a shot for the win there? You seemed like you had one of the faster cars all night, but with the way that Logan and that 51 were getting off to their restarts, you think you had a shot for it on the restart, or you think you needed some green flag run there, or maybe if we stayed green, you could have got out there and ran it. But either way, walk us through the race and how did it go from your perspective?
It went pretty well. I definitely wish I would have pit or stayed out whenever me and Bradley pit, because Logan and all them guys had the right strategy. But I definitely messed up on that last restart. Just didn't get a good jump, and then just got too tight off the XF2. But his cars are definitely weird with the aero, because it's like sometimes they'll snap loose out of nowhere, and then other times they'll get super tight off the corner sometimes. So I'm still trying to learn how to run this car, definitely. And it's like my third ever race at this track. I don't race here often, but just super happy to run a few laps up front and just battling for the win. And that's all I can ask for is give myself a shot.
Okay, man. Well, you did a good job, Colin, and it was fun to watch you boys race out there. And that 2 wide finish coming to the lead or coming to the finish with William was pretty good. And you edged him out there. You got that podium spot, and you're still running, still looking to pick up that maiden victory of the season. So as you roll forward here, what changes are you guys looking to make in the non-camp to maybe get that extra step going into the later half of the season here?
I'm just trying to figure out this car. Like I said, I still haven't quite figured it out yet. It's definitely still super tricky with the aero and how it drives. I know these cars aren't going to drive like this in real life, at least I hope for the real drivers, but just be a little more consistent with the setups too. Like last week, our setup wasn't super good at Auto Club, and that's why probably all of us wrecked, I think. It was just a little too loose last week, and it was a little too loose today, but it was overall pretty good. I think the looseness actually ended up helping me, especially on the long run. But we didn't really get any long runs, but just aiming for learning more about these cars and just make the setups a little better and just move on to next week at Pocono, which should be interesting with these cars because they're super drafty, and look forward to it.
Heck yeah, Colin. Well, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight, man. And it's always a pleasure getting to talk to you, buddy. And we'll hopefully see you make the adjustments needed to run good next week at Pocono, man. That's, like you said, a good drafty track, and the way these cars are sucking up to each other, I'm sure it's gonna be fun out there. So kind of jealous of y'all, and hopefully we'll be talking to you next week.
All right, yes sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, man. You have a good night. Oh yeah, do you have any yeah, sorry about that. Do you have any final thoughts, words, or shout outs before we let you go, man? Haven't been in this the broadcast booth too much recently, so I'm kind of rusty. My bad.
Oh, you're good, man. Just shout out to everyone in the league for having me. Shout out to my teammates who both wrecked again. Shout out to everyone for racing the clean race for the most part. I know we have a little bit of cautions here and there, but that's just racing. And shout out to you guys putting on the broadcast. It's a great job like usual, I'm sure. And like I said, thank everybody in the league.
All right, well, we thank you, Colin, for the kind words and taking the time out of your night to have a word with us, man. And again, congratulations on third place, and we'll be seeing you next week at Pocono.
Great, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I think I fixed the voice chat problem, so we're gonna go ahead and bring in Bradley Wilson, and this will be the test. No, I fixed it. Perfect. All right, Bradley. This is Chris and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey man, you picked up that second place finish. You finished just a little bit off of there of Logan, and it was a good battle to the end. You know, we saw you guys too wide there, but take us through the early race before we get into the end of there. And early on you had a very dominant car, and just want to talk about the pit strategies. We saw so many varying pit strategies, and there at the end you guys got on a very even pit strategy, but early it seemed like you had a very dominant car. Do you think maybe if the race was to stay green like we during the runs we had early in the race, you're able to maybe take that victory? Because it seemed like your car maybe might have been set up just for that run, late run a little bit more, and seemed like to come alive just a little bit later in the run, and you were starting to get a good run up there to Logan. So you think maybe if this goes green and everything, you pick up the victory here, or how do you think that plays out for that 51 machine and everything? And just take us through the night here. It was a pretty eventful night here at Nashville, it seemed like, for you guys.
Yeah, I definitely think if it went green the rest of the way, it would have been either me and Colin, because I think we pulled away when Adam wrecked, and just when we kept hearing wreck after wreck after wreck with no yellow, we just assumed that a lot of people died. So I came down pit road, got tires when no one else in the field did besides Colin, and that just put us on an off strategy. We had to suffer when they took tires, and they had to suffer when we took tires. So it's kind of a back and forth thing. But all in the end, it worked out pretty well for us. Just sucks that our teammates, Dan Gallant and Clayton Kinkart, couldn't get it done with their old tires. They were definitely putting a lot of work into the setups to make them just a little bit better over at EPI, and Dan's doing a lot himself too.
Yeah, it seems like week in and week out, you boys have been running very well, but like you were just saying, it did seem like in the green flag run right there, you guys were starting to get that run, and it just seemed like caution after caution after caution. In the first two overtime resets, the first one seemed like Logan had a really good jump, but the second one seemed like it might have been your best shot at it. And then, unfortunately, we do go to caution there again. But, that third overtime reset, you had a good shot at it, but it just seemed like Logan did have the better run off of four, and just edged it out there at the line. So either way, Bradley, it was a good race, good show from you, man, and it was just fun to watch all around. And hey, you did a good job getting yourself in that second place. No, you wanted probably that first night with that 51 machine, but man, it was still one hell of a show you guys put on out there. But you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, or anything before we let you go here tonight?
I got to thank my sponsors, Shenandoah Shine, Martin Sports, Elite Performance Industries, my teammate Dan for helping put the setup together. Was amazing. My other teammates, Clayton Kinkart, James Morgan, Joshua Abbey, they sadly didn't get into, or sadly they did get into trouble, but they work really hard and trying to come out of it. I think they're still top 10 in points, so just telling them to keep focused. Scrappy for actually winning the 2 in a row. Hope he does well next week, but hopefully he doesn't beat my streak that I did earlier in the year. But definitely going to work with him a little more and see what we can do. And my other teammates at Rev for cutting me some slack sometimes. My family watching it from Pennsylvania, my family watching here. It's definitely been an adventure.
Heck yeah, Bradley. Well, it's been a fun night here watching you boys at Nashville and getting down and at a track we know it's very, very fun and difficult to get around. You guys put on a good show and kept it mostly clean for the most part, but cautions here and there. That's just racing. But Bradley, it was a good show, and again, congratulations on the P2. Hopefully we'll see you running strong next week at Pocono and get that race car tuned up and see you out there running again good down the Long Pine back straightaway.
Thank you. That's what we're hoping for.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, man. We'll be seeing you next week at Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, and hopefully we'll be speaking with you again, Bradley.
I definitely hope so. All
right. Thank you, man. You have a good night, and we'll be seeing you next week.
All right. See you, man.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and have a word with Logan Rhodes, that number 8 machine. 2 wins in a row now. We'll see what he has to say about tonight. Logan Rhodes, this is Chris and Josh up in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
I got you, boys. Go on.
Yes, sir. You have picked up 2 wins now, man. It just seems like, it's kind of weird, deja vu, like we were just talking about, you picking up your first win or something. And dang, man, if we aren't going up here to talk about your second. I mean, Logan, you looked absolutely just on fire tonight, man. That Rev Esports number 8 machine, you guys were just rolling. I mean, I don't think anybody could have stopped that 8 machine tonight unless you put a brick wall out there on the front straightaway because it was on rails. I mean, you were passing people left and right. You had the right strategy all night, and you just seemed like you were doing one good job if it was not on the racetrack, but down pit road. Either way, you were just executing. But Logan, take us through just that awesome race that you put on here tonight, and yeah, let us know how it feels picking up victory number 2 now on the season.
I could really get used to this winning thing, that's for sure. But no, man, we had to come out represent for the home state. And Nashville's my home track, about 90 miles north of me. So we had to come on put on a show for the home crowd. The car was great from the start. We were picking off people pretty easily, and I felt from the beginning if we could get in the right position that I could start gaining and get toward the front. But it's getting a little hairy on the end there. Those green white checkers. Whew.
Oh yeah, they were definitely getting sketchy, man. That first one, I thought for sure that first green white checkered was the one you were winning, man. You had such a good restart, and then the caution popped, and then restart number 2 comes out. It was a little bit closer of a restart. I'm like, all right, we're gonna have a good race to the finish. Caution pops. Then we get to that third one, and it was just you and him racing to the checkered off of turn 4, and I was like, oh, this could be anybody's race for a moment, but you did edge him out. You got that good finish right there, but before we get too talked into the overtime finish, man, that green flag run we had all the way up to like 4 laps to go, man. You were looking really strong. Do you think you had the car, if we would have stayed green, to still go out and grab the victory? Or do you think overtime kind of was that bell, kind of like saving the fighter in the last second of the round, kind of helped you get to victory lane tonight?
No, I knew we had a tough car once we got out front. The run before, Bradley and those guys, they closed in pretty good and got to the bumper, and luckily the caution saved us. And we got to come in, put fresh tires on, get on the same strategy as they was, and it was. She felt like she was on rails for sure.
Oh yeah, she was hooked up tonight, man. That was one fast hot rod out there, Logan, and you looked good again, man. Like me and Chris were talking about earlier in the race on the broadcast, we were saying, it seemed like you picked up that one race when you just flipped that switch and was like, hey man, this is easy. What was I thinking? I can go out here and do this now every week, and like you just said a moment ago, you can get used to this, and looks like you are getting used to it, man. 2 wins now in 2 different weeks. It's looking like this might be a little bit of a Logan Rhodes come up here in the middle of the season, but Logan, again, congratulations, man, and on another victory this season. It was an awesome race from you. You had definitely the card to beat tonight, and if you've got any final words, final thoughts, shout outs, or anything before we let you go tonight, you can go ahead and throw them out there, buddy.
Yeah, first off, I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to do this. Also, just want to go ahead and shout out to 811 Dig, Call Before You Dig, 4 Laps Down, Salters, Majors, all the support they have for our league here in Full Throttle. I appreciate what Robbie and those guys do. I appreciate what you guys do. Y'all put on an incredible show, man. And I cannot speak highly enough of you guys. And as always, I want to thank the team. I can't say it enough. The preparation we put into these races, it's really starting to show on the track, and I could not be more proud to be a part of this.
Heck yeah, man. We appreciate those kind words, by the way, Logan. And man, can't be more proud of you, dude. It's always awesome to see these drivers come up and drivers that we see week in and week out putting so much time, effort, getting mixed up in the bad, getting mixed up in the good, whatever it is, Logan, you've battled through a lot of adversity since me and Chris first came on last year with Full Throttle, and or last season, excuse me, with Full Throttle, and it's been a ride, man. So more proud of you than anything, man. It's awesome to watch you boys get out there and pick up those wins, and it looks like you're now starting to get the ball rolling. So good job on you and the 8 Camp, Logan, and we're hoping to see you roll next week at Pocono, man. So thank you for taking the time out of your night, and it was a pleasure talking to you again, and congratulations on that second victory.
Yeah, thank you guys again. I appreciate what all that you'll do.
Heck yeah, Logan, we appreciate you, man, and yeah. Well, never mind. He just hopped out. It's fine. That's about it. It's whatever. It's cool. I was just gonna say good night. He was like, "Hey, I'm going to celebrate." He's got the beers ready to pop open. Logan. Nah, just kidding. Hey, good race from Logan Rhodes here tonight, man, and always a pleasure to get to talk to him. And now it seems like Chris, he's gonna be our new boy we got to watch out for this season. Scrappy getting out there, picking up his second race win of the season. But hey, we got to say a big shout out. Not only to the drivers, not only to the Full Throttle, guys and company, or I say company, but you know what I mean. Just a big shout out to the Facebook, YouTube fans. It's awesome that you guys come out here week in and week out, cheer on not only your favorite drivers, but are just here just to cheer on the league. It's awesome that we have fans here just to be here, just to enjoy the racing, the product, and that speaks highly of not only the racing, but it makes me and Chris feel good on the inside knowing that we guys are also giving you a good product. So, can't thank the Full Throttle guys enough because they're what makes it easy for me and Chris up here in the booth. But Chris, if you've got any final words before we let the fans go tonight, you can go ahead and say them.
Yeah, pretty much. Just sorry, I had to adjust my mic. Yeah, just a big shout out to the Full Throttle guys. Everybody that lets us be a part of it. Like you said, just to touch on what you said, everybody on the Facebook, on the YouTube that comes out and watches it every week. And hangs out with us in the chat, and it's always a lot of fun to sit up here and call these guys. So like I said, just a big shout out to everybody, not just Robbie, not just David, not just the guys that run it. Everybody in the Full Throttle League. Even if you don't race and you're just kind of sitting there watching the Discord and whatever, it doesn't matter, you're a part of it, and we really appreciate everything that you guys have let us do and learn and grow with you guys. And so really just a big shout out to the Full Throttle guys.
Yes, big old shout out to the Full Throttle guys, and big shout out again to the fans and everybody that makes Full Throttle go around. This has been something that's came a big part of me and Chris's life, and ever since then, Sundays, are just a different part of the day, man. You go from being on, a work off day or whatever it is, to going and just getting a call racing with your friends, and man, there's nothing better than that. Trust me, it's awesome. So, just a big thank you to the Full Throttle guys. Big thank you to NC811 Dig, call before you dig. Big shout out to Cook's Lawn Care, and big shout out to Major Setups. But I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that came on board with us here tonight. If you're on that Facebook, hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when we go live with Full Throttle action. Other than that, it's going to be me and Chris signing out here tonight and saying good night, enjoy your week, and we will see you next week at Pocono.